Hey guys, Shalana here. Welcome to the Binge Zone. On today's video, we're going to be recapping part 5 of the Netflix original series Money Heist. And the final season is coming, so without further ado, let's just dive into the recap. The season starts off with Inspector Sierra finding the hideout of the professor in Madrid, and she wants him to tell her his plan so he can be brought to justice. In a flashback, Berlin and Raphael reunite in Copenhagen for a fresh start, but that start is a heist that Berlin doesn't tell his son. Inspector Sierra then shoots the professor into confessing the plan, which he does, but he doesn't say how the gold will be extracted, so she threatens to kill him, which she doesn't do because he'd rather die than reveal such important information. At the same time, Tamayo plans to blame Sierra in order to cover his ass, but Rubio refuses to be a part of it, so Tamayo blackmails him into cooperating. In the flashback, Raphael finds out the real reason why Berlin invited him, and he also learns that his MIT education was for the sole purpose of assisting in the heist. There is another flashback of the professor detailing the rules involving the raid on Benjamin's farm that will lead the cops to go on a wild goose chase. The stormwater tank has been found by Sierra, and the professor tells everyone on the phone that he is sorry because now the plan has failed. At the same time, the military has mobilized in front of the National Reserve with Sagata, whom Tamayo reached out earlier for help. Libsyn, Tokyo, and Stockholm come out with some hostages in order to negotiate with Tamayo, using Ganzia as leverage. Arturo and some of the hostages have managed to arm themselves and open fire on the gang before fleeing to the loading dock where the gang has stored their weapons. Marcel and Benjamin arrive at the professor's hideout, but Sierra easily captures them both. Gandia is then released as a hostage, which forces Tamayo to stop the intervention with Sagasta and his special force team. And after a long standoff, Arturo riles up Denver by talking about his intimate relationship with Stockholm, which causes her to travel through the air duct in order to find him and shoot him. The governor then brings out Arturo, who is dead, and he is taken to the hospital while the governor is interrogated by Tamayo. Sierra's water break while thinking of what to do after she watches Tamayo basically call her a traitor that has been colluding with the professor all along during a live press conference. The gang then continues with the plan to extract the gold, while Sagasta and his men break into the bank from the roof. Sierra realizes she can't do this by herself, so she frees all 3 men and they help her deliver the baby. Raphael obviously joins the team for the heist, and Berlin describes in detail how the plan will unfold. The heist was successful, and Berlin did it in part to have Raphael abandon his moral superiority and show him that if he wants something in life, he should take it. The professor then reestablishes communication with his gang as they mount a counterattack against Sagasta and his men while trying to save Helsinki, who is gravely hurt and trapped. The professor then gets Tamayo by the balls as he threatens to expose him for framing Sierra if he doesn't call off the second attack. And another flashback shows Berlin wanting the professor to recruit Tokyo after she manages to escape from the cops who are chasing her for the robbery she pulled with Renee. Sagasta and his men have Manila, Denver, and Tokyo trapped, so Tokyo provokes Gandia into attacking, which backfires and costs the life of one of Sagasta's men. Helsinki is rescued and Stockholm works to patch him up, but she continues to hallucinate about Arturo. Some of the gang is working to cut through the metal door in order to get Sagasta and his men, while some of Sagasta's men plan to go through the pantry in order to get to Tokyo, Manila, and Denver. And the first half of the season ends in tragedy, with a badly injured Tokyo sacrificing herself to save Manila and Denver by blowing herself up with Gandia, Sagasta, and his men. And that's it, guys. That's it for the recap for season 5 part 1 of Money Heist. The second part comes out soon, so hopefully this recap helped you in remembering some of the details. But with that being said, this is the Binge Zone. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, binge on.